ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਰਹੀ, ਉਹ ਬੁੱਲੀਆਂ 'ਚ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ। ਉਹਨੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਦੀ। ਉਹ ਕੁੜੀ ਸੱਚ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ, ਕਿੰਨੀ ਜਗਦੀ ਰਕਾਨ ਚੰਨ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਜੱਜ ਦੀ ਡਰੈਸ ਉਹਦੇ ਮਿੰਨੀ ਚੜੀ ਨਸ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਚੜੀ ਬੋਟਲ ਟਕੀਲੇ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਭਰੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵਰੀ
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here and celebrating this special occasion with us. For those of you that don't know me, I mean, honestly, come on, people, what are you doing if you don't know who I am? I'm Arnav, I'm Sumeet's son, and I am Sanya's older brother, as well as the MC for tonight's party. You may know me as the calmer, more responsible, and generally better sibling. But tonight isn't about me. Tonight is about two very special people. We're celebrating a very, very special milestone tonight. These two are the chaotic ones of the family. And my mom even coined a special term for them, Dasyaraka, which translates to the 10-11 problem, because they celebrate their birthdays on October 10th and October 11th. And with that, I'm going to hand the mic over to my mom to say a few words.
Thank you so much, everybody. It just fills my heart with so much joy to see this room full of people, with all the people who matter to us. And you know, we don't have our parents in this room. They couldn't travel from India. But to see our uncle and aunties here in the room, it is such joy. Thank you so much for coming, uncle and auntie. You are taking the place of our parents. Thank you. And then we have our cousins, my sister from Canada, our cousins who have traveled from New Jersey, Miami, New York. Thank you so much for coming and blessing us on this occasion. Then this room is full of all the friends from 30 plus years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Now those friends are no longer friends, they are our family. Thank you for joining us. And then there's a group of all these young teenagers, Sanya's friends, who are here to celebrate her sweet 16 and making this, this day special. Thank you, girls. So without further ado, we'll have Sumeet and Sanya join us and we'll kick off.
तू भी दिखा दे चले हर रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले
Picture slideshow to look through some key moments in Dad's life, from his youth to his undergrad and master's, and to today, to basically shaping who he is as a person.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well you already know. So just imagine nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
I've been waiting for a day like this to come, struck like lightning. My heart's beating like a drum on the edge of something wonderful. Face to face with changes. What's it all about? Life is crazy, but I know I can work it out. Cause I got you to live it with me. I feel alright, I'm gonna take on the world. Light up the stars, I've got some pages to turn. I'm singing oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. I got a ticket to the top of the sky. I'm coming up, I'm on the rise. pieces, throw them up into the air, taking chances. Moments happen everywhere, and I've got you to live them with me. I feel alright, I'm gonna take on the world. Light up the stars, I've got some pages to turn. I'm singing oh oh oh, oh 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 oh. I gotta take it to the top of the sky. I'm coming up, I'm on the ride of my life. I'm singing oh oh oh, oh 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 oh. Take on the world, take on the world, take on the world, take on.
Oh.
Up or down? Up.
Hello Sumeet, congratulations. Today you are celebrating your 50th birthday with your family and friends. Nice, very nice beta. On this special occasion, our warmest, heartiest and loveful wishes are with you. Like your parents, you are simple, generous, clear-hearted, sincere and well-disciplined. Your loveful and caring nature always impressed us. Happy birthday.
Happy
and
birthday,
lots of
Sumeet.
blessings,
Happy
lots
birthday.
of blessings, beta.
God bless you. Love you.
Happy birthday, Sanya. Today you turned 16. You were only 40 days old when I first time took you in my arms. That soft touch and sweet smell still alive in my memory. I whispered, Meri Nanni Gudiya, and your Nana ji called you Meri Nanni Pari. Sanya, you are bold, friendly, sincere and firm determined. You have courage to give wings to your dreams. You can achieve the heights of success. We are proud of you. On this special occasion, we send you a sweet kiss, warm hug and lots of love and blessings.
Happy birthday, Sanya.
Happy birthday again.
Sweet
Happy birthday,
16.
beta.
Sweet 16.
ठीक है?
Love you, sweetie. God bless you. Love you.
अब हो गया?
डियर सुमीत और डियरेस्ट सान्या, आप दोनों को अपने अपने जन्मदिन की बहुत बहुत बधाई। सुमीत, तुझे तेरे 50th बर्थडे की बहुत बधाई। मैं भगवान से प्रे करता हूँ कि तू ज़िंदगी में और ज़्यादा प्रोग्रेस कर और तेरी सेहत ठीक ठाक रहे। डियरेस्ट सान्या, तू आज 16 साल की हो गई है और तेरे बहुत बहुत सपने होंगे। मैं भगवान से प्रे करता हूँ कि तेरे सारे सपने पूरे हों, तेरी सेहत ठीक रहे। बस यही मेरी प्रार्थना है भगवान से।
Wish you a very happy 50th birthday to my wonderful son Sumeet. You bring us so much happiness and we will always be proud of you. ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि वो तुम्हारी सेहत ठीक रखे, तुम्हें हमेशा खुश रखे और तुम ऐसे ही तरक्की करते रहो। Now, dear Satya, wish you a very happy sweet 16th birthday. May this year bring you success and happiness and fulfillment of your dreams. You enjoy every moment of your special day. May all your wishes come true. Thank you.
All of the videos out of the way, it's time to hear a few words from some of our most special guests. Dad always tells us the story of when he first came to the United States and how he was opened with welcome arms by our family from New Jersey, especially Dadu, Dadi, Preeti Bua, Sonu Bua, and Ajay Chacha. These five have pampered Sanya and me so much over the past few years, whether it's like with snacks, video games, even irritating our parents at some point, but it's okay. But generally, just having a good time with them, especially on Thanksgiving, has been a core memory for both Sanya and I for basically our entire lives. So with that, please join me in welcoming Dadu, Dadi, Preeti Bua, and Jishaja to the stage.
Hello everyone. Hey everyone. Today we are celebrating someone incredibly special, my amazing granddaughter, Sanya, who is officially 16 and fabulous. Sanya, I still remember when you were little, running around with messy hair and sticky fingers. And now, look at you, still adorable, just with better fashion sense and a whole lot more sass. Watching you grow has been one of the greatest joys of my life. You are smart, funny, kind, confident, the perfect mix of sweet and strong. You light up every room you walk into. As you turn 16, I just want you to remember 3 things. Always be yourself. It's your superpower. Dream big. You are capable of amazing things. And don't forget, no matter how old you get, you'll always be my baby. Aww. So let's raise a glass to Sanya. Happy 16th birthday, sweetheart. May your day be full of laughter, fun, and maybe a car. But that's not my part. Mom and Dad, love you lots. Always love you, baby. Okay, now I'm going to say something for my baby, Sumeet, you have always been the calm, white, steady part of our family. One who listens more than he speaks. Gives the best advice without saying much. Somehow keeps us all grounded. Usually while enjoying something delicious on his plate. Made by me. To us, you are more than a nephew, you are like a son, a friend, and a guide. So from all of us, we just want to say thank you for being you. May your 50th be full of love, laughter, and even better food. Happy 50th birthday, Sumeet. Love you lots.
Hi everyone, I am Sumeet Bhaya's niece, and I am Sanu's aunt, Preeti. So I have a few words, I just kind of came up on the spot, so please forgive me. Alright, so I'm going to start with Sumeet Bhaya. 50 years of being the heart of our family, the one who is constantly teaching us something new, bringing us together and reminding us what truly matters. Sumeet Bhaya, you're proof that life gets richer and more meaningful with time. Happy 50th birthday, wishing you a long and beautiful life ahead. We love you. Now Sanu, sweet 16? What? I can't believe how fast you've grown up. It feels like just yesterday you were little and full of personality. How can I forget you questioning, why do you wear so much makeup? Now look at you, telling me all your favorite makeup brands. Well, you're beautiful inside and out, and we're also proud of the young woman you've become. Keep shining, we love you. Happy sweet 16. Alright, I'm going to give a candid on to my brother, and he likes to be alone, so I'm going to sit down. We like to set the stage.
Hugs out of the way. Alright.
You got away.
So, I was told that I had to do a speech. That was yesterday evening. So I had 2 options, either use ChatGPT or just wing it. So I'm gonna use ChatGPT, right? That's an obvious choice. So ChatGPT wrote me a beautiful speech, but a pop-up came up on my phone and it said that your trial version has ended. So I gotta go with the option 2 now. And it's a speech. I have to say some kind words towards 2 of the most special people in the world. So I'll start off with Sumeet Bhaiya. So when I was born, Bhaiya was 20 years old. So I grew up not really knowing who this guy is. So I would go around and I was told that this is my Bhaiya. So everyone would be like, oh, that's brother in our language. So when I was growing up, I hang out with my friends and I'm like, hey, guys, they're asking me, what do you doing on the weekend? And I'm like, I'm gonna go to Virginia. They're like, why are you going to Virginia? I'm like, I gotta go see my brother. They're like, you have a brother? I'm like, well, I definitely have two sisters, 100%. I got two sisters, that's 100%. But I don't know, he's a brother to me, this, that. So I'll go home and I ask my mom, and my mom's like, Ajay, that's your cousin brother. I was like, okay, cousin brother, that kind of makes sense, I guess. So I would go to school, and they would ask me, oh, Ajay, what are you doing? I'm gonna go see my cousin brother in Virginia. Ajay, it's either that's your cousin or that's your brother. What do you mean cousin brother? So we kind of just accepted it, that that's my cousin brother. And there's a couple things you guys might know about my cousin brother, but there might be one thing you may not know, and that is that he's actually secretly a Indian superhero. Kind of like Krish, like Hrithik Roshan, like that. I used to show people a picture of Hrithik Roshan, and I'm like, that's my cousin brother. It was Hrithik Roshan. They're like, oh my god, he's so handsome, but that was Hrithik Roshan. But no, Bhaiya is tall, dark, handsome, and he was always someone that I aspired to be. I got the dark and handsome part. I didn't get the tall, that's fine though. We tried. But growing up, something I loved about my cousin brother was that he was a cool, suave guy, and he had a black Honda Civic. The coolest car you could have, right? 2-door, stick shift, he would drive manual, this, that. I was like, man, I want to be like that, you know? So we were at a we had a family get together, and you know Indian goodbyes, they take like 20, 30 minutes to say goodbye. So everyone's like, bye, take care, blah, blah. Oh, did you hear about Tinku's son? I didn't care about Tinku's son, I'm 4 years old, right? So I go to the Civic, the Honda Civic, I'm sitting in the car, and I start fidgeting with things, this, that, and I end up pulling the e-brake on the car. So the car starts rolling back, and it's going into the abyss of the night, right? It's darkness. And my cousin brother flew in the sky somehow. And normally people would take the child out of the car and then turn off the car and stuff like that. He didn't do that. He just put his arm out like this, and the whole car stopped. That's my cousin brother. And then my cousin brother decided to have 2 kids. Decided to have some kids. So I became an uncle at the age 12, right? So now, no one taught me how to be an uncle. There was no book, ChatGPT didn't exist at that time. So I just kind of went with the flow, you know? We always just had like good conversations. This was when Sanya came into the world, and she was the cutest baby, as you saw these photos. And you know, I didn't have a playbook to go by to be a good uncle, but we just enjoyed. We're goofy together. We had fun memories together, and yeah, now she's grown up to become a smart, beautiful, strong young woman. So happy birthday, Sanya. Happy 16th birthday, Sanya. And happy birthday to my cousin brother. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for your speeches. Love all of you. Thank you for coming all the way from New Jersey to be here with us. All the way from Toronto, Canada, we have my Masuji and my Masima, my aunt and uncle on my sister's side, my sister's sister, and my mom's sister. And her son, our goofy cousin, Kanha. So you guys can come up to the stage.
Hello everyone. So, Sanya, my favorite cousin, at least that is what you tell me to call you.
No, I am.
I've known you since 16 years and you have changed so much during these years. These changes have their own advantages and disadvantages. You have surely grown more mature as well as cranky, but even after that, I love having fun with you. Like from watching movies, from learning new dances to destroying you in basketball. In these 16 years, you have a lot of achievements which have made the whole family really proud. You're a great teacher, a sister, a true friend, and so much more. Overall, you're not that bad. But seriously, I wish you all the best and a very happy sweet 16. Keep having fun and enjoy. And Masu, wishing you a very happy 50th birthday.
Good evening, everyone. As Arnav introduced us, I'm Sanya's Masima, and Sanya is like my daughter, like our daughter, and she's the most beautiful and adorable daughter that anyone can have on this planet. I love you. I love you, darling. She's brought so much love, laughter, and sunshine into our lives. We totally adore you, and as Ani said, she lights up every room she enters. Bache, we love you, and may every dream come true. May be and be yourself like you are. And for Sumeet, Sumeet is one of the Navratnas of our family. He is an adorable brother. He is full of love, warmth. He's generous. He's large-hearted. I think English language will fall short with adjectives, Sumeet, to explain your beautiful personality. And more important than anything else, he is the wind under my sister's wings. And wish you, Nishu, my sister, both of you, a beautiful life filled with joy and togetherness, everlasting togetherness. And may you always find love, and may you always be blessed. Happy birthday.
And stayed with him during his fresh off the boat Indian college mustache era. You probably didn't know English, let's be so. Anyways, please join me in giving a hand and welcoming Puneet Uncle and Gopi Uncle.
Okay, Gopi, you ready for this? Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Puneet, and it's 50 years. Wow. I remember we were both 18, and I may be the only one person here in this room today who has known him since I think 18 years. And we first met at undergrad in Chandigarh, India, and he was this guy coming from a city, many of which you may not know about, Haridwar. It's one of the most sort of holy and sacred place in India, right? It's where people go to get rid of their sins. So here's this guy coming in, and he's a nice guy, yeah? Maybe 2 good issues. And then the next 4 years, oh my, it was surprise. So we are having a great party here, right? But here was Sumeet, back 18 years old, crashing weddings. Now he wasn't broke. Uncle Adi gave him enough money to buy food for him. But he was like the leader of the gang, crashing into weddings and eating free food. Wow. And now at the same time, he was scared and he was praying that nobody asked him who he is. Is he from the bride side or the groom side? Wow. Well, I think he made a couple of adventures like that, but I guess he was never caught. I was never caught. We were never caught. So, he ended up actually in those 4 years being the topper of our engineering class, which was very, very surprising, right? There was all this academic brilliance, and I don't have enough time here. I think we have lined up other people also. So there was a lot, and I'll give you guys an opportunity if you want to come talk to me. I got decades of stories, all the skeletons, all the secrets, which some of them maybe Nisha doesn't even know about. So come to me, talk to me, we'll have fun. So with that, we'll fast forward to Penn State.
Yeah. So first of all, somebody was saying that he listens quite a bit and talks less. That's not right. Let me clear that. And then, PG, question for you. When you came into college, if I had asked you, where do you come from, what would you say?
Yeah, I think I remember. I said I come from the northern part of India. UP.
Yeah.
I was proud of that.
Yeah. If somebody asked me, I would have said I'm from Vizag, right? But we asked Balla the same question. And guess what? We got the answer. Balle said, London? London, UK. That was his answer. Shanky, didn't he say that? Yes, sir. There you go. So, Vizag came from Haridwar, UP, right? He stayed in London probably for a day or two in between. And he was saying it like, I'm from London. He wanted to be cool. So London say, I am those. So it so happened that we both were roommates for a year in Penn State, and then we also roomed in, the three of us stayed together in Dunloring, like Murrayfield for a year or so. So we had lots of fun. Whenever we had to pull Sumeet's leg, London was the starting point. But we did crazy stuff. We drove old junky cars with no reverse gear. I don't know if any of you can do that, but we've done that. We've gone and stayed in Walmart till close time, checking out all the aisles, trying out all the stuff. So much fun moments, and also our kids came, we got married, families and kids.
We got married and had kids.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of Diwalis, birthday parties, Asha 5Ks, a lot of stuff together. So, anything else you want to add?
No, I guess I think you all know him by Sumeet, right? So I guess going back to our college days in India, and I don't know, there was this trend of nicknames and everybody used to go by last name. So his nickname was Bhalle, right? Now this Bhalle is, right, not the Dahi Bhalle, no, it's not the Chaat Dahi Bhalle, it's the Bhalla's Bhalle. So thank you guys.
Okay, honestly, I didn't know any of those stories, so Puneet's uncle, Gopi uncle, I don't know how we haven't talked about this yet, but we will talk about it. I need to know everything. So I guess my dad has done a lot more crazier things than I thought, but I do know about some crazy things that he's done. And two of the people that he's done those crazy things with are Sid uncle and Shashank uncle. From Penn State and from Dad's first job at MicroStrategy. So if you guys could come up and share some of the wild things you guys have done together.
Alright, I'll go first. So first time I met Sumit was at Penn State. So I think someone said fresh off the boat. I think Arnav had said that. So we came in for the international student onboarding like a week before. So I was fresh off the Air India board. Balla was coming from London apparently. And I could hear this, like I remember we were in a group and you could hear this Punjab accent floating around. We're going to Canada and doing this and doing that. And that was my first introduction to Sumit. And it was great knowing him. We had a lot of fun, a lot of parties on weekends. We harassed our roommates who had to go out and so on. But it was great memories. So then sometime along, Balla wanted to like level up his riz. So he wanted to get a car. And so one of my other friends was actually looking to sell his car. And this was before the Honda Civic. So this was like his first love. Like the Honda Civic was the second. Before issue came along. So it was like so one of my friends was looking to sell a car. It was like a $500 car, beaten up car. And sorry, I'll go back in Hindi and English. So it was like a $500 car, beaten up car. But like when you're grad students, that is rocking. So anyway, so this friend was looking to sell the car for $1,000. And then Sumit, and that's where I was impressed with Sumit's finance skills, and that he carries to his job. So Sumit negotiated, like drove down a hard bargain and ended up buying it for $500. Wow. So that's pretty good. But not just, he didn't stop there. So when he graduated, he saw that car literally had like a hole in the bottom. You could like feel the draft coming in. And we used to like go to Walmart, malls, everywhere. It's a thanks to Sumit. And but Sumit was able to turn that around and sell it for like $1,000. So like a $500 piece of car. And then actually, I realized later that he got like, so when he bought the Honda Civic, it helped him with his insurance, and apparently he wrote down like the insurance price of $500 because he was owning the car before. So like he turned around a $500 to a $1,500 return. So that's Sumit's finance smarts. So लेकिन जितना बंदे का finance smarts है उतना उसका पेट weak है is what we realized later. So like we had gone to Boston for like a whale watching, a few of our friends. And so we were on this ferry and the captain was saying, so on your left hand side, look out and you'll see like the finest humpback whales you can see. So like people were looking there. Then you'll say, oh look at the right hand side, now we have the fin whales, like the second biggest whale around that you can see. So like all like 99 people on the boat started moving to that side. And there was this one person who was kind of going on the opposite side. And he was like retching his intestines out, feeding the whales, and the poor guy had a bad time. So that's why I said, "Jitna bande ka dimag tez hai, thoda pet thoda issue hai." But anyway, so that was so we kind of went different paths, and then both of us were married, and then we basically decided to go. Like both of us were expecting the same time. So like our lives are kind of, I think. Arnav and my oldest son and my younger son and son, and they're roughly the same age. So Nishu and my wife Avanti, they were pregnant at the same time. So we decided to go to Vegas for like a baby moon before like the kids come along, and just wanted to kind of have the last fun getaway. So हम लोग Vegas गए थे, and Vegas was fun. Like we got to see a lot when I played casinos, Balla knocked me out of a poker tournament. So I was still bitter about that. और Vegas time तो show तो बनता है. So we went and saw this Tournament of Kings show. So it's a good show. Like you had people riding on horses, and it was a fun blast. But this is where I actually switched the roles to the wives. So both our wives are pregnant, and we are enjoying the show. And the wives are saying, "Oh, this chicken is so bad." So there was like a chicken. Actually, Nishu was actually very vegetarian. But anyway, it was like people eat it with raw hands. And they were like, "Oh no, we have to eat somewhere." So Balla and I, like in the middle of the show, we're trying to find an Indian restaurant that we ended up going to. So anyway, so that was like a tangential sort of memory with Sumit. And then we had our kids, and then we go to like a cruise to Bahamas, and it was a great cruise. And that's when and I think both of us were sort of, the kids were getting out of diapers, and I remember we went to this fine dining restaurant. The captain's say everybody's like wearing nice dresses and all that. So like effectively, but our kids were in the diaper stage, and Sumit and I were literally every 5 minutes like stepping out, taking the kids to the restroom, and we literally saw each other for like 5 minutes. We were just going like back and forth. So that was like sort of a memory along the way. And then eventually, then we decided, okay, we're turning 40, abhi to kuch karna hai. So then that's when we decided, okay, chalo, let's do Kilimanjaro. And that was the memory of a lifetime with Mr. Sid here. And so I'll hand off to Sid shortly, but my memory of that is, like we at camp, like the first night, I forget the name of the campsite, and it was like you could hear the silence in the background, and suddenly you can hear these loud snores going on. And I had the fortune of sleeping with Sumit in the same tent, and Sid was in a different tent. And man, it was loud. Like I was like groggy the next day. I don't know how Nishu handles it. Maybe she wears earplugs, but that was the first time I heard like somebody snore so loud. So anyway, so Sumit, great memories along the way. Happy 50th. And then Banda is a fantastic friend, great father, great brother, super smart, driven. So really wanted to wish him and happy birthday, Sumit.
Thank you, Shashank. First, before we move on to Sumit, Sanya, happy birthday. Congratulations on your 16-year milestone. And to all your friends who are 16, who are going to be turning 16, happy birthday and congratulations. All right, back to Sumit. You feeling nice, comfortable? Good, because I plan to change that. So all of us know Sumit, and we've heard about the different personas this man has, right? For Arnav and Sanya, he's a kind and loving father. For Nishu, he's a loyal and always there golfer, husband. But truly, that's, I think, one of Sumit's enduring qualities. He's able to bring out the right persona as the situation calls for. Right? He loves tackling problems. He wants to take control of the situation. He wants to resolve issues. That's Sumit. And Shashank's stories, right? Like the Kilimanjaro one, because that's something that's common to the three of us. I saw a lot more personas evolve. Now, think about it. This guy, he climbed Kilimanjaro. And before climbing Kilimanjaro, prior to that, he had 0 mountain climbing experience. 0 physical activity ever done in life. 0 times ever lifted a finger at home. 0. Alright. But he conquered Kilimanjaro. Think about it. From being... He rose to the occasion from being a mutcher to a musketeer. Think of that. Mutcher, musketeer. So my story today is about yet another persona that this guy has that I assure you nobody in this crowd knows about it. So stick with me. After the three of us climbed Kilimanjaro, the plan was we would spend a few days just relaxing on a beach. So I, the brilliant trip planner, booked us a nice, quiet suite at a secluded beach resort in Zanzibar. What I failed to realize was this. If you're not romantically involved, you do not book a nice, quiet suite at a secluded resort in Zanzibar. But too late, the three of us landed at the resort. We enter the suite, nice sitting area. We go to the next room. It's a smaller room, single bed, and Shashank, who's the most agile of three musketeers, yells out, "Mine!" I'm thinking that's okay. I'll take the next of the 2 rooms. So Sumit and I walk over into the next room. This room is big, painted in a warm, inviting shade of pink. In the center, a big king-sized bed. And on the bed, soft, fluffy pillows, heart-shaped chocolates, swan towel decorations, and deep red rose petals sprinkled on the bed. Yeah, rose petals. I realized there wasn't going to be any additional room after this. I was stunned. So I looked at Sumit. He looked back at me. Complete silence. But true to form, as we know, Mr. Bhalla loves to tackle problems, take control of the situation. Broke the silence and spoke first. Sid, you take the bed, I will sleep on the floor. Is what he should have said. Instead he said, "Sid, I'm taking the side with the most rose petals." And there I realized This was yet another persona this guy was showing. In the last 10 days I'd spent with him, he had gone from Machar to Musketeer to Majnu. Yes, ladies and gents, Sumeet Bhalla was full on Majnu mode. Oh, needless to say, and for full disclosure, each of us stayed, over the next few days and nights, each of us stayed on our own side of the bed. You okay? I mean, he was excited, I didn't think you should be. but we swore we would never ever talk about this. In fact, we would deny this incident ever happened. But Sumeet, I'm sorry. Nishu rejected the other Zanzibar story that we had lined up. So that cat couldn't be talked about. This cat had to come out of the bag. But ladies and gentlemen, that's Sumeet. He is fun to be with. He makes life interesting. He makes the journey way more exciting than the destination. Think about it again. Machar to Musketeer to Majnu, right? Sumeet, I really am thrilled to be here for your 50th birthday. We've known each other for 25 years. I look forward to the next 25 years, hopefully with less scandalous moments, because I hope to have a general audience appropriate story for your 75th birthday. So happy birthday, Sumeet. Happy birthday. Live long, live large. Love you, man.
Okay, I'll say uncle, I need to know that other story just so now I'd like to take a moment and call on my mom to offer a toast and say a few words about Sanya and Dad.
Yeah, Bobby!
All right. Oh my God, these stories. Oh gosh, I tried my best. Today, I and Shashank, I cannot believe it. You guys did let this cat out of the bag. But what story? Thank you so much for sharing all these lovely memories with Sumeet. All right, so let's talk about Sumeet for a bit. Between the two, I'm gonna go with Sumeet first and then Sanya. So I think most of our friends and family in this room know how we met. It all started with just one phone call, and that one first phone call that became a lifetime love affair. And here we are 21 years later, both of us. Time has flown by so quickly, but it's been the most beautiful ride. As you all know, that Sumeet's a charmer. I think you all have seen that, the different personas and different situations, and I just love that about him. He's a charmer and so be it. I do, besides our charmer part, I know that he has the most loving heart. He is a very loving husband, loyal friend, truthful and honest to the core. And of course, he's the best dad. Between, the way he's found that perfect balance between, spoiling kids and, of course, teaching them, guiding them. But I think between all of that, the spoiling usually wins. And he does that very well. Guys, the name Sumeet means good friend. And he has been a good friend to me and to everybody in this room. All of, you friends. And I do have to say that Sumeet's that rock, as my sister just said, he is the wind beneath my wings. He's the rock that I lean on, and we lean on every single day. And I don't say this enough, but Sumeet, you are the spirit behind my free soul. You have been my biggest cheerleader. You are the one who lets me chase my dreams, pushes me to chase my dreams. And honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I would do that in a heartbeat. So on this milestone, I wish you the world. May you all always have good and happy, healthy life, peace of mind, and plenty of reasons to laugh. I know that I gave him plenty of reasons to laugh, but you have more of those. And a week of digital detox. You need that every now and then. And of course, I do want us to keep making memories with our friends, our kids, and our family. Thank you so much, and I love you. All right, let's talk about Sanya. So Sanya, she came into our lives 16 years ago when Arnav was just 2 years old. She filled our happy little world with so much joy. And even as a baby, I think we had Dadi and Masima talk about that. Even as a baby, she was cute. She was this cute little bundle of joy, always busy, doing silly, funny, mischievous things. And now, with like years that have passed by, she is this grown into this confident, strong young lady, and I'm very, very proud of her. Sanya somehow has this art of balancing, this balancing act that she does, which believe it or not, I'm still trying to learn this art, but she knows how to balance, work and play. And she just has mastered this art and just has fun, but she prioritizes happiness always, and which is something that I always learn from her. She's my wise owl. It's funny because sometimes I find that we swap roles, where Sanya becomes this, she has this mom-like perspective, and here I am like looking at her that, is she the mom or the daughter? Because she, becomes my shiny guiding light, and, I learn from her. And most of the times, here we are, like mom and daughter, but we become like besties, giggling, having fun, and then arguing 2 seconds later, and then suddenly we're like, all right, you know what, it is what it is, mom, let's just gang up, dad's doing this. Now that it's 2 to 1, with Arnav off to college, it's just me and Sanya ganging up against dad. But at the same time, I do want to say that Sanya is our sunshine. She brightens our day every single day. Sanya, we love you, and you have filled our hearts with so much joy. And now on your sweet 16, I wish you more power to chase your dreams, more, love in your heart, and happiness within and all around you. I love you. And with this, you have to say happy, healthy, long life for Sumeet and Sanya. We love you guys.
Look here.
Long life for Sumeet and Sanya. We love you guys.
Let's get one picture first. Yeah, you can do it.
Guys, everyone! In 3, 2, 1, everyone has to yell Sanya.
He's doing this. One picture. Bunty. Bunty.
so big and loud, I jump so high.
It's covering you. Looking like a wild Liberace. It's all good. From Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city make it pay. Pull the finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah.
चले भी नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सैंडल आंटी पुलिस बुला लेगी तो यार तेरा कर लेगा जाने जिसको अपनी जान प्यारी चुपचाप वो फ्लोर पे आके नाचेगा नखरे बकरे नाते आए शर्म पकड़ते पाए पाए माइकल जैक्सन वाले 2 दिन एक्शन करके दिखाए पार्टी करनी है हम पार्टी करेंगे किसी के भी पापा से नहीं करेंगे हम हैं बेटे हम बाकी सारे पानी कम में रोक के दिखाए जिसकी बम में है दम बस्ती है माहौल में छाए घुमाई है सारे थके बैठे अपनी बातें जारी है बस्ती है माहौल में छाए घुमाई है सारे थके बैठे पर अपनी बातें जारी है पंगा तो कोई शुरू करे अपनी भी गिराई है झुकी झुकी नोक पर रखी दुनिया सारी है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है
So honestly, that's enough talk about Dad. I hope we didn't forget that we also have a Sweet 16 to celebrate. It's now time to bring out some of Sanya's closest friends from Tikrit, who helped her get through her day-to-day life. This six-pack is where Sanya can truly be herself. They're a combination of dumb, dumber, and dumbest twice over. And genuinely have no shame whatsoever when they're all together, especially when they're all laughing their heads off in the middle of the hallway, blocking all traffic. Believe me, I've experienced this myself. It's really, really annoying. With that, let's hear from Deepthi, Ameya, Shibra, and Neha.
Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Deepthi, and I want to start off by talking about how I first met Sanya. So it was at the course selection fair, and we instantly bonded over our shared love for engineering, and how somehow there were no other girls interested in this field. I know, very studious of us. Since then, even though we've never had a class together, our friendship has grown so strong. From our morning walks to our crash outs between classes, switching to your bus in the morning has been one of my best decisions. Sanya is honestly one of the realest people you'll ever meet. She's the kind of friend who notices when you're feeling down before you even say a word, and somehow always manages to make you smile, even on your toughest days. That's a rare gift, and I feel so lucky to have her in my life. For anyone who knows my family, you probably know they're terrible with names, especially my dad, who barely knows mine. Like, he always confuses it with my sister. But somehow they always remember Sanya's name, and when they pick me up from school, they often ask what Sanya and I were up to that day, which is very surprising for them. They're not good at names. And that just shows how much she's become part of my life and is almost like a sister to me. More than anything, Sanya is someone who inspires me on a daily basis. Whether it's her dedication to school, her kindness towards others, or her disciplined sleep schedule, or just the way she stays true to herself, She reminds me of what it means to be a genuine and caring person. I'm beyond grateful to call her one of my best friends, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things she'll accomplish. So here's to you, Sanya. Happy Sweet 16, and thank you for being my best friend and for sharing this special day with all of us. I love you lots, and I can't wait to see more things fly with you. If you know, you know.
Hi guys, good evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amaya and I'm one of Sanya's friends. So Sanya, first off, happy 16th birthday. I hope today was as amazing and special as you hoped it would be. I'm so grateful for your friendship, and now we became close in the last year, and we've definitely come a long way from first period Spanish freshman year. You've been such a hard-working, positive, bubbly person that has brightened all my days since we met. But my favorite thing about you is how supportive you are of me. You've always been someone I can talk to about anything, and I know whenever I need something, I can count on you. You're so special to me, and all our moments together are ones I'll cherish with me forever. You always know when to slow down and be in the moment, but sometimes too many things happen too fast. If you know, you know. So whether it was dying of heat stroke in Georgetown, laughing uncontrollably over people's backpacks being open, going bar for bar on Tekka songs, or arguing over who gets the last piece of food, I'm so eternally grateful that I get to spend each of these moments with you. So while I'm a little mad that you've left me as the last 15-year-old in the friend group, I love you more than you know, and I'm so excited to see where 16 takes you.
Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Neha and I've known Sanya since I was in middle school. I wanted to start this off by saying happy Sweet 16, Sanya. You deserve every bit of love and celebration that we are seeing here tonight. So people always say that 16 is when you grow up, become more independent, and step into a new chapter. But to be honest, Sanya has been mature, kind, and always someone you can count on a long time before she ever hit 16. She's the kind of person who can lift you out of the worst mood and spits absolute bars when it comes to advice. You make every moment feel so special, even when I'm locked on the other side of the door. If you know, you know. Sanya, I'm so grateful for every laugh, cry, and side quest we've ever had, and hope that we can have many, many more in the future. Whether we're climbing fences at football games, even though that was more you than me, or having the only valid opinion in the friend group, Team Jeremiah, obviously. I'm so grateful to be your friend and spend these years with you. Happy birthday, and we all love you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Shipra, and I'm also speaking for Studi because she can't make it here today. But I'm Shipra, and I'm one of Sanya's best friends. And first of all, can we just take a second to talk how stunning she looks today? Like, she always comes to school, like, all dressed up and all looking so cute, but today you look, like, awesome. And so now let's rewind a bit of how we became friends, which was completely random because we had a bunch of mutual friends. But last year, on a random day, like, no one showed up, and I just met Sanya in the hallway, and I was like, I'm getting chips, do you want some? And we ended up, like, talking for the whole, like, lunch in JLC, and we just dropped our, like, whole life lore, and we just became best friends in, like, the span of 2 hours. And since then, it has been pure chaos, like, in the best way possible, from random parties, like, random dance parties in 3 a.m. on Studi's kitchen floor, or, like, crying over Bollywood movies, or ending up at random Tekka concerts in the hood of DC on a random Tuesday, like we didn't have school the next day. But now this is where I think of her as my first boyfriend, because the whole concert, she held my hand as if we were gonna die, because it was literally the three of us in the middle of like 300 people, just everyone like bouncing around, and everyone was just going crazy, and we held hands for like the span of 4 hours, and I will always think of you as my first boyfriend, because like, what are we after that night? But I think one of my most memorable moments with Sanya was we were really scared at the Tekka concert, and I looked at her and I was like, can we leave? And she's like, we only live once, so let's go crazy. And then we ended up in the middle of the mosh pits of all the mosh pits, and we were in the middle of all of them, and it ended up being the best night ever because she always supported me, and it was just a really great night. And Sanya, you're one of the most beautiful people inside and out, and you make everyone around you feel so loved and seen. And you deserve every bit of happiness today and all the days. So happy Sweet 16, I love you, and all I can say is you're my best friend because I've seen way too much not to be. So if you know, you know. So I love you and happy Sweet 16.
Wow, that was some really sweet stories. It's now time for this gang to put on a dance performance. We have a few of Sanya's role models. And I say a few because I don't want you guys to forget that I am Sanya's #1 role model. Like, there's no doubt about that. This group of seniors has shaped Sanya in ways that are undescribable. From the memories made in TSA conferences, to Namaste and I-Night events, to long hack TJ meetings, she holds a special place in her heart for each of them. I might be her older brother, but she considers each of them her older sisters. I'd now like to invite Anya, Ashmita, and Aditi to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Anya. I'm Hashmita. And I'm Aditi. So we are her friends from TJ. I first met Sanya back in freshman year at a Model UN conference. She was totally lost and confused, and I didn't think much of our brief interaction when she randomly showed up to our hotel room. I would have never have believed the whirlwind of chaos we would get into ourselves just 1 year later. Through Namaste, Sanya and I bonded during her sophomore year, after she and Arnav randomly decided to show everyone how great of dancers they were. We've gotten so close doing the most mundane tasks.
Whether it was trying to herd 80 girls together in our lobby, gossiping during stats, me crying to her on a call after my first neuro test, she was always there when I needed her. Unless I needed her after 10 p.m., because then she was never there and asleep. Sanya, you are one of the sweetest, most intelligent, funny, and crazy people I know. I'm so grateful to call you my friend, even though I only talk to you because I like your mom more than you. I'll miss you so much next year. Happy birthday. Okay, so I first met Sanya through TSA, and one of my first memories of her was actually her tripping on her crutches and falling down the stairs after getting an award. But thankfully her dad was there to catch her. At that point in time, I would never have thought that Sanya would become like a little sister to me. Since then, we've spent countless hours working on TSA, stressing, laughing, and somehow always pulling through. And then there was Hack TJ last year when we struggled to stay awake through the night, but somehow managed to have a lot of deep conversations and talk about the most random things. And of course, we always have the best time when I pick her up and we just drive around blasting SZA and Dawn, singing our hearts out. Sanya is one of the most compassionate and kind people I have met. She is always there for everyone, and her presence lights up any room she walks into. I honestly don't think I could have gone through junior year without her. I'm so glad I met you, and I can't wait to see what crazy side quests we go on next. I love you so much, Sanya. Happy birthday.
So I've known Sanya for about a year now, and we met through Hack TJ. Even though I don't quite remember the exact moment we bonded, Hack TJ is definitely why I'm friends with this monkey. So to someone watching us from a distance, it probably looks like we hate each other. At every waking moment, Sanya and I are either always arguing about something or making fun of each other. So with that in mind, because I think everyone's been a little too nice, I want to talk about one of your strongest traits, which is your determination. I have two little examples to highlight this. Don't get mad. The first is anytime I'm in the hallway with food, Sanya will not stop until she steals a bite from me. Without hesitation, I know that if I have food and Sanya sees me, I will be sharing that day. Second was when we decided in June that our Hack TJ logo would be green. And then Sanya spent the next 3 months trying all sorts of things to get me to change it to pink. And I really did believe that I was the boss, but obviously not because our logo is now pink. There are so many more little stories I could tell, but all jokes aside, over this past year, Sanya has grown to be a little sister to me in more ways than one, and I can't imagine life without you. As this year goes by, I'm realizing that this is my last, and these little moments where I catch us bickering about who's more stupid or recreating our favorite picture at any moment we get, these are all things I'm gonna miss so much. Sanya, no matter how much we make fun of each other, always know that I'm just another person in your corner whenever you need me. Keep being the one person who can step into a room and lift up the mood instantly, because that's what you do best. And last but not least, when I go to college, please don't steal my dog. I love you and happy birthday!
చేతున్నా అడ్డొస్తుంది.
Okay. performance. Can we get another round of applause for all that? Now, there are two very, very special people to Sanya who have genuinely been with her for the past 16 years of her life. Her Langotia Yar. Now, some of you may be wondering, what does that even mean? These two are Sanya's diaper friends, her very, very first friends. So, Prisha and Lakshana, please join us on the stage.
Hey everyone, I'm Lakshana. And I'm Prisha. And for those of you who don't know us, we've known Sanya for 14 years and counting, and we have been best friends ever since.
Because we were so little, we have no memory of actually meeting her.
But we've always been told that we bonded as soon as we've met. We both don't remember a time without her, and we can't imagine one without her either.
So tonight, we just have a few things to say about our favorite person.
Okay, so first of all, Sanya is the driving cause of all of our hangouts. She's always pushing us to meet, and without her, we would probably be at home not doing anything.
Without her, she's one of the main reasons the plans make it out of the group chat.
Sanya always pushes us to be the best versions of ourselves. She's constantly encouraging us to do what we love and to go after the things that make us happy, because that's what she does for herself too. She genuinely wants to see the people around her be happy, and she doesn't even realize it, but she motivates us so much, and she just does it naturally.
Sanya has such a big heart, and she always puts others first, even if she does do her homework when we're hanging out.
And she's always yapping, and it's always something corny or something so sad. Okay, but that's the thing about Sanya. She's corny, but it matters, it works.
Sanya is the definition of a social butterfly. Obviously, she has a lot of friends and she's always surrounded by people. I mean, like, look at everyone here today. But even back in elementary school,
she was always the one with the most friends. She was always surrounded by people. Everybody's just drawn to her energy, and that is what's so special about her.
we can already picture Sanya in the future when we're living in our New York penthouse and she's gonna come back from work every single day, lie on the couch, turn on the TV, and order DoorDash like a piggy. She's gonna buy us one of those tiny annoying little dogs that always bark, and she's not gonna take care of it.
But in all realness, Sanya, we're getting a cat, not a dog.
So Sanya, we wish you the best 16th birthday ever, and you deserve nothing less than the most amazing year filled with laughter, good memories.
We'll always be there for every high and every low, whether it's celebrating your biggest wins.
Because that's what we will do, and that's what we always will do.
No matter how busy life gets, how many new friends you make, or where we all end up.
We'll be your biggest people, your bigger supporters, and your built-in hype team. So from the deepest depths of our hearts, we love you so much, and we can't wait to see where life takes you.
And if you don't have context, the reason this was funny is we had like a suite like 2 weeks ago for Prisha, and we said the exact same thing. Like they just copied and pasted it. And it was like,
And now for our final dance performance of the evening, we'll see some moves from these. Sanya and Dad say a few words. Obviously, it's my speech. I wanted to do things a little bit differently. Obviously, there's a lot I can say about two of the most important people to me. But I wanted to do it through some pictures of me, Sanya, Dad, and just generally that captures some of my favorite moments with them. So, this first picture I actually wasn't gonna add. But this picture, while I was looking through like the OneDrive Photos album, it was under pictures for me. So this was categorized as me by the OneDrive AI. It thought this was me when actually this is my dad. So I guess if this doesn't prove that I'm basically a Xerox copy of my dad, like I don't know what does. I'm sorry, Mom. So this next picture shows my dad and I sleeping. I'm just, lying next to him. I think I was a few days old, probably. And he was, just holding me close. And this is just something that has continued to happen, or had continued to happen over those next few years when I was growing up. I still remember when I was asleep on this tiny bed right next to my parents' bed. And in the middle of the night, I guess I get scared or something. So I'd wake up and then ask my dad to scoot over so that I could come and lay down next to him. And that position where he was just like bear hugging over me was probably the most comfortable position I've ever been in, where he's just, holding me, protecting me. And I think that just speaks to how Dad is as a father, as a person. Ready to do anything at a moment's notice for me or for Sanya, without a moment of doubt or hesitation. Now, you're probably all looking at this third picture with a bit of confusion. So this actually shows Dad and I at a hockey game in 2015, the Washington Capitals game. And it kind of just shows our love for sports. My dad loved taking me to sports games, basketball games, football games, hockey games. But my point with this isn't just that we love sports. It's that whatever I find interesting and whatever I start to take an interest in, Dad will make sure he knows everything about it. First it was hockey, football, basketball, and robotics. And now it's transformed into Formula One, medtech, stocks, etc. It's not like he has to, or honestly, I don't even think he has the time to do so, but he makes it a point to dedicate time to reading about things that I'm interested in, just so that we can talk about it. He can engage in conversation with me about those things, debate about them, and sometimes even straight up argue with me about these topics, just for the fun of it. But yeah, he's just always very curious, always learning more, and yeah, that's just like the mindset that he has. So this final picture of us has a twofold purpose. Obviously, one, it shows that my dad and I love playing golf together. He was the one who introduced me to and honestly taught me a lot of things like golf. But the main point here is to describe Dad as a teacher. He is very strict in that he expects perfection when I'm learning something new, but he's very patient and very understanding in doing so. He's taught me so much already. He's taught me basically everything that I know, but I know it's not everything that he knows. So I'm very excited to learn more from him, which I continue to do so every day. So Dad, as you enter your fabulous 50s, I ask that you obviously keep these qualities that I've described, but also, you're getting old, man. Like, it's time to start living a little. You've spent the last 50 years working and continuously working just so that Sanya and I can have comfortable lives. But now we're getting independent. It's time that we start living on our own, and it's time that you sit back, enjoy life, and just live, laugh, and love a little bit. Anyways, happy 50th birthday to my biggest role model. I love you. Okay, now it's time Now it's time for my little sister. 16 years ago, when she came into my life, the roles we took on within the flawless sibling duo were basically immediately established. This first picture shows that here. I'm worried about the state of the world. As you can see, the look on my face. And I'm looking out for Sanya and making sure that she's okay. On the other hand, she's not even on this world. She's in her own La La Land. She's doing whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, girl.
With no care or worry about what's going on around her. She hasn't changed that one bit, and honestly, Sanya, I don't want to. Okay. Does anyone recognize where these pictures are? Yes. Wow. That's great. So this is Harry Potter World in Universal Studios in Orlando. Obviously, it shows that Sanya and I both love Harry Potter, but there's more to it than that. Sanya and I, we like to say we're basically raised as twins. We have very similar or basically the same interests. We almost do basically everything together, and we look out for each other when we're told to do so. That's why I think we are the best sibling duo in the world. Where one of us lacks, the other makes up for it. For me, that lack is in emotional intelligence, but Sanya makes up for that. She's the one I can tell anything to with no expectations or worries of being judged, and I know she'll always have my back at a moment's notice. This next picture shows Sanya and I at King's Dominion about 2 months ago, after we just got off a roller coaster with a 305-foot drop. So please excuse how fried out of our minds we look. Sanya's always been my adventure buddy, doing dumb, risky things together that are adrenaline boosting, and just enjoying life like we have no tomorrow. Sanya, I'm so looking forward to the days we can just travel together, do crazy things, and just live out of our comfort zones, because I know you'll make me do that. I want everyone to just take a moment and look at this picture here, and if this doesn't scream aura, like honestly, I don't know what does. So this is this past year at our school's International Night Festival. It's called I-Night. My point with this picture is that many of you may not know, but back in sophomore year, I was way more of a bum than I am right now. In my sophomore year, and I guess before Sanya got to TJ, I wouldn't really talk to anybody. I was kind of just in my own secluded world. But in my junior year, when Sanya started as a freshman, she saw the horrible state that I was in and told me literally to lock in. She convinced me to get contacts, start working on my face routine, get in shape, grow out my hair, and most importantly, get back into dancing. Sanya knew that I loved dancing, but she also knew that I was very shy in doing so in front of a bunch of people. She fixed that by being patient and taking the time to work with me and help me get over it. I owe so unbelievably much to my little sister, and I know that I share a similar feeling with all of you that I wouldn't have been the person I am today without her. Sanya, my best friend, you're 16 now, which means that so much is going to change as you're transitioning into this new state of your life. You're growing up and you're maturing, and honestly, I can't believe that you are, because I still remember you as this tiny little baby. There are some things that I know will change, but some things that I ask that you don't change. Stay carefree, enjoy life to the fullest, and don't let anyone or anything tell you otherwise. Stay carefree, remain humble, open to the opportunities and whatever life presents to you. There may be challenges, and there will be challenges, but I want you to keep that grit and determination that you have and that's kept you going for these past 16 years. And please, for the love of God, practice your driving. Get your license soon, because you don't know how much that changes when you don't have to have mom or dad driving you around everywhere. And on that note, spend more time with mom and dad, because they're getting old now. And before you know it, they are getting old now. Let's cut to the chase. They're getting old now. And you'll be off to college soon, missing them as much as I do every single day. On that note though, just remember that I'm only one call away always. The 1,200 miles between here and Houston doesn't mean you can't FaceTime me whenever you need to trauma dump, ask me a question on your homework, or just tell me how your day was. I'll always be there for you. I love you and happy Sweet 16.
So these past few hours have been about me and my dad, so I'm going to take a few seconds to thank all of you. Starting off with my Massimo, who is like a second mother to me, Masu and cousin Kanha. Next is my second family in New Jersey, who watched me grow up and pampered me every time we went to New Jersey. Next to my family friends, who are just like family, who make every Indian event, vacation, picnic, movie night, literally everything we've ever done so special, and who got me, oh, no, that's the next sentence. And now to my friends, the special people who got me through every single day at school, which, like, honestly, why can't it just go faster? And yes, I'm looking at all of you and saying from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. So first, thank you to my six-pack. We're missing one person, but thank you to my six-pack, who are not ashamed of us being us and doing stupid things. Like Arna was saying, we're like dumb, dumber, dumbest times two. Like that still applies. Next to my childhood friends, Lakshman and Prisha, I do not regret growing up with you and being your best friend. 16 years didn't do anything to me, and I know we will have a lifetime of memories together. And now to the important people who put this together, and also who gave birth to me, or my parents. So first, Mama, thank you for being my cheerleader and best friend. You were like a sister to me who I could just laugh on the floor with, open up to, and just talk for hours. And now to my dad, if you ever have a question about the economic and social status of the world or the best new upcoming AI that you should use, ask my dad. He can literally tell you everything word for word. And he also gives really great advice, actually. Except he won't really like give you good advice when it comes to like cleaning the house, because that's where he just needs to learn. And now, finally, to my best friend in this room, Arno. I cannot be more grateful that I have the best brother in the entire world. And trust me, I'm not biased at all. You can ask all these people out there. You care for me like a second mother and spoil me like a rich aunt. You laugh with me like the Joker and eat with me like a friend. So thank you, Arna, for these 16 years, and I love you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Actually, you know what? I wrote my speech, and someone said ChatGPT. I wrote a ChatGPT speech too, and then I showed it to Sanya, and she disapproved it. She's like, "Dad, you're going to stand between us and food and dancing." So I'm going to really keep it short. I really thank everyone for coming. I know we had it 11, then we had to move it to 12, and I know some of you are working tomorrow, but I really, really appreciate everyone coming for celebrating the birthday party. I know some of you travel far, have to drive back even tonight, so I really, really thank you for joining the party tonight with us. Obviously, I have to at least give credit to one person, Nishu. If you think about I was telling Arnav about this place. I don't know how many people know, but this is actually owned by some Indian guy, the larger place. And then, another company owns this. So I was telling Arnav about this story, and he's like, "Dad, you're forgetting. I was there when we first met these guys for the party." And then I remembered, that was in March or April. So imagine how much she prepares. The perfection that she believes in, it wouldn't be possible without her. Thank you, Nishu.
Okay, thank you all for sitting through this. I hope you all enjoyed the party. Now dinner is open, the dance floor is open, so please come and dance. Please enjoy the food and please come and dance. Yeah? Aji Chacha? Dance?
करे जब तक हमें छू छू छू